Video for Tim, showing you the car, how I'm getting on with the nitrous kit. Here's the nitrous bottles. They're massive. Sort of see how big they are. They're just below my knee. They're pretty big. Here's the where I'm going to mount them. This is what I was telling you about the Avdales. That's the Avdale in there. Bolt that goes in. Got 1, 2, 3. This is the bar I made yesterday. 3 holes to hold it in. 2 bolts for each front of each nitrous bottle, and I've welded the heads on the back and ground them down. So that gets mounted onto there. And the 6 holes for the back bit. We'll go through here above the pumps, which is fine, so I'm going to do that in a minute. There's the new pump for the water methanol, all fitted. Tank, just loosened it to do this bit. If you look down here, you can see you can just get in there and see the metal solenoid for the water methanol. Look, come round here. There's the shock mounted down there. It's in there. And then the clamps for the front of the leaf springs. These are the clamps. Put the rubbers on. That's the top, that's the bottom. Put them on in a minute. As you tighten it, they squeeze down over the leaf springs. So I'm going to put them on in a minute. No problem. There's the got the cable here for the torque strap, but I think the cable's too big, so I found a roll of thinner cable. I've just got to get the eyelets. I'm going to use the thinner cable for that. Here's the 3,000 horsepower. Taking the grill out of the front just while I'm working on it, because it's a lot easier. You can see the carbs come up now. You can totally see it when you look through the front. There's the old filter. This is the new one, which is a lot thinner. Makes a lot of noise when the engine's running, but sounds quite cool. Different sort of sound, but you only hear that sucking sound is when you actually stand at the very front. Oh yeah, you asked me about the bonnet clothing, so let's have a go. That's one side. There's the other side. Nice and neat. If you pull the handle. So. Now you can see it's a bit dusty. We're going to clean all that up. You look at the nitrous plates. It's come up 3 inches, and you can see the issues I've had. For a start, you can't even put the fuel line back on because of the end of the solenoids, which is why I've ordered the line kit for the piping, which I'll show you from the other side. You have a 3,000 horsepower. So here's the first issue I had. When you stack the plates, the solenoids are quite fat, and you get a little gap there and you can't close it. It's ever so small. You think someone might have thought about that beforehand, but it looks like it's together, but they don't tighten up properly. A few ones are at the front, the NOS ones are at the back. These are the lines I was telling you about. So the nozzles go in there, and it's a dual feed. So the pipe kit I've got, these are just like brake lines on the brakes. So I've got a kit coming where I can come off this And then move these solenoids out this way, maybe tuck them over here. We've got some, like a drill a hole there, something I'll attach. We've got here actually, I could attach an arm there and come up and then mount them out of the way. And same with the one on this side, I can pull it away that way. Front one's not quite sure about until the kit turns up, because when the cow comes back, it's quite big. It's like a giant double top hat. So obviously it comes around here, and instead of just going around like this, it's dropped down there's a drop down of 2 inches, so it sort of comes down to there and goes around. So these have got to come down and out underneath it as well, and then you can't see the plates after that, but you can see how high the carb's gone. If I come down to there, that's how much the engine sticks up above the bonnet now. So yeah, I'll get that bracket in, get the bottles in, and then carry on filming in a minute, and then I'll show you the seats in Killer Queen. I've now fitted the bar. It's all in there, nice and solid. And then what happens is this goes on through there, through there. There you go. There's the 6 fixings for the top of the nitrous. Here we are drilling the holes for the rear mount. A couple there, 2 there and 2 there. Just doing the back of the nitrous fixings. 2 holes through the boot. 1 there, put another one there in a minute. They're in. Fixed on down there. Good stuff. So I'm just looking at the leaf spring clamps. If you look on the front of the leaf springs, there's only one place that they go, which is here. And then it thins out. And if you look behind it, we need to do this one as well. Well, it doesn't work on that one because of the spacing. So what happens, these 2 bolts are tightened up and this high density rubber squeezes together and is what causes it to grip. So to get it onto that one, I'm going to have to shave on 2 clamps, shave the rubbers. I've just got to work out the best way to do it. So this is what the nitrous looks like with the boot shut. You can see the little snaggings I was saying about are where I've taken the partial shelf out, just hammer writing along that gap. I took the rear view mirror off because I've got to put that back on. You can see the lights. I'll show you. There's the lights, the handles all in. Ashtrays are in. This side all done. That's very nice. Pockets, open up the pockets. There's the seat belts. Go and have a look at Killer Queen. Welcome to Grid Keeper's Garage number 2. Needs a good clear out in here. It'll be done soon. You can see where we took the wall out that was here. It's all gone. All this junk just needs sorting out really. Right. Not perfect, but you can even see on the film they do actually look white. When you look at the back ones don't seem as white as the front ones. They're not too bad, but you can still tell there's a bit of off colouring in the corners. But like I say, you can still see. It looks a bit old there, but it's a lot better than it was. A lot better. Doesn't feel, it feels soft now. Before it was all hard and had a brittle feel to it. That's completely gone now. What's that bit? And what? Let's have a look at the door. See if you look down the bottom there and on those edges, it's still a little bit of colouring, but it's a lot whiter than it was. Get out of the sunlight. What are you doing, Cookie? What do you want? Do you want a pig's ear? There you go. Are you lucky? And you can see a bit of cracking on the back there. Again, better than it was. I'll have to do a comparison with the original pictures versus the new ones. And then what I've got to do is get vinyl for this. That's not leather, so we couldn't do much with that. And then the bit up there, which looks pretty awful. So there's two things that I'll be doing as well. And also these. They didn't, you know, he had a go at them, but they need replacing, I think. I can get that sorted. So yeah, and in the next week or so, I'll get Killer Queen out into the sunshine and see what they look like in the sun.